regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80!
Check, 43.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Check 3. Check.
11.
Check.
Hey, check 3. 218, chop.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Check.
65. 1, Omaha. General West.
Check.
11.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
12.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He will find the rookie from Iowa State. That's Hakeem Butler. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, Butler was the second of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top-end speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide.
Get him. You got him. Mike's 54.
Murray now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us.
Touchdown, 49ers! Rashad Penny, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 29, Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Murray now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
12.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike spot 4. Watch the run. Right there. 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his his own 6-yard line. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go ahead.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
43 Check, 43.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, D.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Check. Smooth. Check hot route. Hot.
Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, that's caught by Butler over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he's got Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man punter zone, eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Terrell Suggs, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From his end zone, Garoppolo on 3rd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Shoot! Let's go! Come on! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mike 54. Man out. Okay. Set it.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A 43-yard attempt.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A 43-yard attempt.
And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Like 20.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
21. Here we go.
43 to Mike.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Check, 43. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
21. White. Hey, let go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
43 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
21.
Garoppolo now. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, here's Penny. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st down, Murray. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Penny. There he goes inside the 30. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
This is Coleman. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's second down. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, 3rd down here. The Cardinals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Murray, one final try. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the 49ers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.